means.
She's demanding dinner now. Right when we go live on the internet, you want your food? Ugh. Taco.
Who runs the world, dog?
Yeah. Also, hello and welcome to this random stream on a Monday. We actually have been planning to be streaming today for a few days now, but we've been doing home improvement projects and I haven't had the time to get on the computer and tell the world. So surprise!
Surprise!
We're streaming. I can't pronounce it.
Polyominoes. All the games we're streaming involve polyominoes.
They do, yeah. So we're playing Arraial, which is a polynomial Tetris-like game from Nuno and
Paolo.
Polyomino,
not polynomial. Polynomial would be...
Okay. Polynom... Okay.
Polynom.
Oh, I've been tweeting polynomial.
No, it's polyomino.
I've been doing it all wrong. I'm sorry. But we're streaming this. This is from it's signed by Nuno and Paulo, but it's published by Nebo, but it's going to be coming to the US via Pandasaurus Games, so it will be coming to the US. It released at Essen and it's sold out, I think, on Saturday. So congratulations, that was awesome. But yeah, it's a 1 to 4 player Tetris-like tile placement game. And it's pretty interesting. We picked it up, obviously, at Essen. And we're excited to play it. So we're going to do that. And in addition, later this evening, after we play this game, which should take about an hour with setup and teaching, we're going to play Bricks, which is one of the newer games from Wolfgang Warsch, who is the designer of The Mind, and Gonchon Cover. And we'll be playing Blocks, which is a different roll and write game from the designer of Carcassonne, Klaus-Jürgen Werden. Sorry if I butchered that.
No, that sounded right.
But both of these are roll and write games, and they're both Tetris-style roll and writes, and they play pretty differently. You'd think, Tetris roll and write, they gotta be the same. No, they play pretty differently. And we're gonna do a play-along. So we're gonna start with Bricks after we play Arraial. I don't know how to pronounce it. Arraial. And then we're going to be playing Blocks. And the player sheet for Bricks is actually already on BGG, and we'll link it in the video description for that when we do that. And then Blocks, there's no sheet online, but it's a very simple sheet. And we only have to do one minor rule change to make this work for as many people. So yeah, we'll be doing that later this evening, probably starting around 8:30. I just realized there's a scrape on this box. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's learn to play. I can't say the name.
Arraial. It's such a pretty box. It's such a great
box.
theme.
I forgot
great
to
theme,
tweet that we were
box.
live.
Oh hey.
It's great. It's great.
I feel like you're trying to tell me something, but I just can't totally understand what it is you're trying to say.
So yeah, we're gonna play this one first. So we're gonna set this up and play it. But this is an evening of Tetris things, and we're actually gonna be streaming every night this week because we have so many games to get through. And yeah, we want to. So yeah. Oh, there is a picture on BGG of the block sheet. Yay! I didn't check the images. I just checked files. Sweet. That will make playing a lot easier. I will link that when we start to play that one.
Bricks and Blocks.
We're gonna set this one up first because this is what we're starting with. So let's switch the cameras. Whoosh. So
The needle pulling thread.
That's a different movie. So the theme of this game is basically there is in the Portuguese summer there's a lot of outdoor festivals, and they're called Arraial, and in the festival, people will come to stay or come to hang out and party at your festival, but they're kind of like street parties, basically.
Like block parties?
Yeah, they're block parties.
It was unintentional. I didn't.
So each player is going to have their own little block party, which Steve and I each have, and it's important that you put your block party oriented such that it comes off the center board. So we can be back a little bit, but for camera reasons, we're going to be a little closer. So if we were playing with more players, we would obviously set up their block parties, but we're not. And then there's this slew of meeples. And so we need one of our Netter's felted bowls, please. Easier. For our meeples. Are you gonna sit and sort them?
No.
Uh-huh. The chaos. It burns him. So we're gonna need pile of meals. You don't really need to sort them, but Steve's gonna do it anyway. Then there are these little lines. These represent like the entrances to your party, and there's some little like player differences in colors. It doesn't actually matter for the gameplay because scoring is really easy. So this is like the only like player individuality. Steve, do you want to be the sun, the moon, a globe, or a panda?
Panda.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you're gonna put it on your player board, and there's actually little meeples. I'm gonna be the sun. There's little meeples on the side of the player board, right along here. There's one for 4-player games, and there's one for 2 and 3-player games. You want to put it so the bottom of the tile is in line with the player count that you're playing. So we're playing 2 and 3, so we're gonna put it right there. Then there is a deck of cards that tell you what pieces are coming out. And then there's these, this is really funny, but these are, what are these called? These are called, manjericot, probably butchering that, and manjericot, it's basically potted basil, because it's a thing that young gentlemen give to young girls that they're interested in. There's actually 3 because there were extra punches in the game. You only need 1. It's the first player token. Steve sorted them. Then there is the round marker card. There's 3 rounds in the game. We're going to put that there. And then there's the deck of cards, which has the pieces on them, and you want to make sure that's really well shuffled. So I'm going to give that to Steve now to shuffle. And the round marker card doesn't go there. That helps you move it around the board. The round marker card goes on the token goes on that card. Then,
it is a round marker.
It is. Then you have the actual tiles, which represent the people that are coming to your party, and they're having a great time. The art is fantastic.
Absolutely.
I love the art in this game. So you're just gonna like put these where they're accessible. Basically, you're gonna select a card, and the card matches to one of these pieces. So when you select the card, you're just gonna find the piece that matches the card that you selected. So we're gonna put these kind of everywhere. Woo, that one got bent.
So you're saying is I could sort them all.
You could, but we're just gonna have a block party around the table.
It's
gonna be a great photo
that'll be nice.
Is what it will be.
Oh, hello, dog.
Yeah, they're everywhere begging for dinner. I think you actually started to sort these by color in Europe, and then I was like, no, don't bother. Because I'm just gonna toss them into bags. Because they're definitely clumped by color. But, yeah. Oh, we need a space to put the cards. So your little meeple thing, can we put the cards there? Do you know?
Where do we put the cards?
We need a market, so we need a deck, and then we need like a face-up thing of 3, but first we need to put 3 on here. So we're gonna draw 3, just gonna put the people everywhere. Keep leaving you spots for the cards and then try to fill it.
It's just the art.
It's so good. This is a great picture. I'm gonna take this picture and tweet it. It's a chaos. It's a chaos storm. Okay. So first, actually, we're gonna seed the thingy, the quad. So there's little yellow dots on every card. You're gonna take them and make sure that the yellow dot lines up with the yellow dot on the spot. And there's 3 spots. Yep. So we're gonna fill that first, and then we're gonna make like a market of 3 face-up cards. So we can put that deck back.
Jeez, who shuffled these?
You did.
Such amazing art.
So good. I'm actually gonna stitch my hoodie because the studio lights have started. Alright.
Did I ever tell you the scientific name of the blind panda dinosaur?
Blind panda dinosaur. Because it wouldn't be a Pandasaurus. Panda... Sonon?
It's the...
Sorry, you're gonna get a picture of my phone taking a picture. Do you see our studio lights? Or no, that's our dining room lights, but we changed them to be daylight LEDs. So they would be nice and bright.
Do you think the Pandasaurus?
Do you think the Pandasaurus? Wait, the start of that joke was the blind panda dinosaur.
That's the scientific name. Do you think
the Pandasaurus? That's an awful scientific name.
The scientists are running out of dinosaur names.
I don't think that's actually the real name. Okay. Alright. So, on your turn, there are... The game's gonna go for 3 rounds. And a round is basically we're gonna play all the cards. When we can no longer draw cards to replace the cards on this board, that's the end of the round. And at the end of the 3rd time of that happening, the game's over. So, I forgot a step. We remove one card of every color, which conveniently just happen to be the 4 cards. Wait, 4 cards or 8 cards? 1 color card piece of each type. Oh wait, okay. We have to remove 1 card of each type. And there's 8 types of things. But is there 8 things? Oh, right, because they have different quantities. Is that all 8 types? That's only 6. Am I missing a type? Got the L.
It's the flip.
Is it the flip? I don't think we get the flip out. I'm just missing 2 colors. 2 cards.
Well, you only have 1 blue and 1 red.
Well, no, but it's the types. For a 2-player game, we take out 1 of each type.
And this is a type.
What's that guy? Oh, are you just saying
mirrored.
It should be upright? Are you saying it's upright? Like that?
Well, no, it's the mirrored version. It counts as a different shape.
Oh, right,
and then
you
you're
can't
missing
mirror.
the blue squiggle, which is on top.
This would be, okay, so this is the mirrored shape. And then this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. Sorry. 2-player game. Last time we played it was 4-player, so setup was easier. The quality of the components are good. It's good, thick chipboard. It definitely was like a little rushed for production because Essen, but standard.
Player board's very, very slightly warped,
but that's just because they rushed it.
Yeah, that's at literally every game that's rushed for Essen.
Yeah, it's not a thing. But yeah, otherwise the art is fantastic. The component quality is fine. It's good. Well, I mean, Pandasaurus might do something different with it. We'll see. Okay. So, on your turn, we're just going to alternate taking turns, and I'll go first, because Steve always wins at these games, so. I'll go first.
The player that most recently lost a tile placement game with Steve goes first.
So, on your turn, you have 3 action points, and you can use them to do 2 different things. Each thing costs an action point. Xena one stunner. First thing that you can do is you can rotate this board, and when you rotate the board, you rotate clockwise. So, and each rotation of 90 degrees costs 1 action point. So on my turn, I could spend 1 action point to rotate the board like that. Okay? And this is how you rotate the pieces. Because when you take a piece, you cannot rotate or mirror flip the piece. The only way to rotate or change a piece is to use an action point to rotate the physical board. Rotating the physical board will also affect future opponents' turns and stuff, and you'll see that in a second. The second possible thing that you can do on your turn is take a card. For the first and second rounds, you must take at least 1 card for your turn. You can take more if you want, so if you really like all of them, you can spend all 3 action points, not rotate anything, and just take all 3 cards. That's fine too. But you must... Rotating is always an option, but for the first and second round, you must take 1 tile. For the third and final round, you must take 2 tiles. Okay? So, for example, I could say, sweet, I'm going to take this tile, I take the card, I find a tile that matches. I'm going to take this dude who looks like he's dancing with a lawnmower. I don't really know what's going on with that. It's luggage? I don't know.
I think it's luggage.
So, it's going to drop, because the card was oriented like this. The piece is going to drop into my board like this, and I can move it anywhere I would like. So, I'm going to put it there. Okay? And then I can take a second piece if I want. I'm going to take this little orange one. I'm going to take this person jamming out to a guitar. And I can drop it anywhere I want. Okay? That's legal. So I could even put it here, right? If I really wanted.
I get it. The pieces are all themed. The green ones are all food. The red ones are all, like, prep. The yellow ones are all band members. And the blue ones are all dancing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there's, like,
Very
two different
cool.
types of art for every piece.
There's a few different types.
Yeah, there's at least two.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then that would be my turn. And I would say, okay, cool, I'm done. Then we would refill the round part. At the end of my turn, we refill the central board. We don't rotate, we don't do anything. So we refill from the end of the row, clockwise. So this round circle is going to go there. And then, does it specify clockwise from which direction it refills? Because that's important. Does it just say refill? Dun, 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 dun. Yep. I'm like super... I don't think it says. Yeah, it just says fill them. It does not say how. So I guess you could fill them whichever way you liked. Mm-hmm. Then we only refill this section when all three cards have been drawn.
Mm.
So Steve got a preview of what he was going to be able to play from based off of what was out. And I get, if Steve plays all of these, the only preview that I get is that guy. So there's that. And then it would be Steve's turn. And we keep playing. Let's talk a little bit more dropping rules. So let's say that I had a situation that was like this. So I had a gap here, and later I got a tile like, I want to be really cool though. Let's say I got a tile like this one. So I can still drop this tile down because there's a gap big enough for it to fit in, and then when it gets down, I can actually slide it over, a la real video game Tetris rules. So as long as the piece can like drop down into the area, and then you can like shimmy it over, it's legal. So I could do this, which is good.
Oh, chat exploded.
Did we get bing bonged? We got rated. We're hosted. Hey,
Heartboard Games.
Hi, Heartboard Games. Oh my goodness, there's bunny emojis. So when this piece is slid over, that's totally fine. That's legal. As long as you could like drop the piece down and like physically slide it down. So basically, if you can make the movement by like having the piece physically on the tile and not just placing it, it's legal. Zeno really wants a dinner. So there's that. Then when you place pieces so that you have two colors of the same, two tiles of the same color that join or meet, that means you get a visitor. So that means you get a single meeple of the color that you matched, and you put them on that grouping. If in the future I was to grow the size of that grouping, so let's say I got another red tile, I don't get another red meeple. Okay? So you only get one meeple per grouping, but it's kind of Carcassonne rules. So let's say that I had this situation where I had this red hanging out up here, and I also had this red up here, and then like later on a future turn, I dropped in, so these, I would have two groups of red, okay? And then later on a future turn, I joined the groups. I don't get extra visitors, but I would technically now have one group of red that has two visitors. But that's okay, because when those groups were established, separately they each got their red visitor. Zena's making teaching the rules super easy. So there's that. There's also a largest group bonus for each color. So if you are the person who has the largest group of a specific color, you gain the couple meeple of that color. So that is a meeple of It's two meeples joined together. It's the couple. So you would, in that situation, the first person to make any grouping of any color, they're going to get the largest one. And so from that point on, you must have a strictly larger group size to steal this from whoever had it previously. And you determine size not by the number of tiles, but the number of squares in a grouping. Because there are, of course, tiles that have 3 squares and so on. So, that's that. Then, whenever you completely fill a row of your board, you get a white visitor. This is a visitor that hasn't actually come into your party yet, so they don't have a color, and they just go on your board. In addition, your board goes up 1 slot whenever you fill a row, so you'll get a visitor and your board goes up. That is only if you still have this board. Because if you would ever have to place a meeple and it would hit this board, it would like overlap the board, that means that board goes away and any meeples that are on it get discarded and this board is out of the game. So you can no longer get more white meeples. Okay? The reason why my white meeples are important is because they're points at the end of the game. Every head, like meeple head, on your board at the end of the game is a point. And whoever has the most meeple heads at the end of the game wins. At the end of a round, so we finish the round when all the cards are, we can't refill this central board anymore. Then everyone who has white meeples here will move those meeples into their party. But first, they have to bump their board down by 2 rows. And if you hit anything, when you do that, when you overlap anything, it gets discarded. Anybody that's on it is discarded. But if it doesn't hit anything, any of the white meeples that you have on it, you get to put in your party. They get to go into your party and hang out, so you can no longer lose them.
Wait, what causes it to move down?
The end of the round.
End of the round.
Yeah, it moves down twice. Steve and I have played this before, but Steve was literally falling asleep several times while we were playing it.
Like actually asleep.
So, that happens at the end of the round, and that's the only way to secure the white meeples into your party, is they have to make it to the end of the round. And as soon as a tile overlaps this line board, it's out of the game. You can no longer get white meeples, which sucks. In addition, the only way to move that bar up is if you complete rows. So yeah, there you go. Whew. We did it. This is Tetris, yes. This game is basically Tetris. We're actually playing Tetris 3 times tonight. So we're playing, the theme of tonight is polynomial games?
Polyomino.
I don't know how to say it. That's the theme of tonight, and we're starting with this game. Then we're going to play a play-along stream of bricks and blocks, so you can play along with those, and those are both Tetris-style roll-and-write games. So, alright. Hey, Vinyl Rabbit. I almost said Vinny.
And hey, Behemoth Pulse, I saw you over there in chat.
Alright. I actually took my turn in the teaching level, so now it's Steve's turn. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Dun, 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 dun.
I have 4 action points.
3.
3, and it's 1 to rotate, 1 to take.
1 to place, yeah.
And I can place 2? Or
you can place 3 if you wanted to spend all your points on it. If you liked the orientation.
I mean, do I?
Polynomial.
Polyominoes. Polynomial. Yep.
That works. Polynomial. Thanks for the host, Heartboard Games.
Let's try this. Let's go 1.
We're gonna have to like
2, and then I will do some Tetris moves and slap this down. And then technically I didn't need to do that. Just do what I did. Okay, so all these 3 are discarded now? Yes?
Yes. No, what? Did you use them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, then they're discarded. We need to start a discard.
Where does discard go?
Start one.
Start one.
Okay. So then this piece refills, but you get to pick where it goes. Christina is so angry. She didn't eat her breakfast today, so she's really hungry. and it was like a little early for her to eat. All right, so then we refill.
Hey, cutie.
This. It doesn't matter. And then you get to place the from this direction.
From this side?
Mm-hmm. Dooshk. Skabadooshk. Okay. So now it's this direction.
Nervin's dying. I think at this point she's hangry.
Yeah, it's hanger.
I don't know if she's ever been hangry at Home Depot before. That's usually just us.
I think she's been hangry at Home Depot. Normally she has to poop them. Anyway. We take our dog to Home Depot a lot. Home Depot's like the dog park for us and for her.
We met a 12-year-old Rottweiler and
it was like a bear.
It
looked like a small bear, like a grizzly bear.
Super sweetie, and then a Basset Hound, which I don't know if I've seen one in person recently, but there were a lot of like squishy floppy bits on that dog.
His ears hit the ground. I felt when he was walking around, his ears would like tap the tile, the concrete in the Home Depot, and I was just like, I wonder if that's cold for his ears. Like, does his ears get super dirty? Do you think?
He was very happy to say hi.
He was so happy to say hi to everyone. They could not get very far through the store because everyone wanted to say hi to their dogs, including us.
Oh,
you have the red group, yeah. I have the blue couple.
Do I have the blue couple? So do I use the big one, and then if someone takes it, I use the small one, or do I get the big one and...
So first you get the small one,
yeah,
because you made a grouping of red, and now you get the big one because you have the biggest grouping of red.
Got it.
And I need the blue one. Can you give me the blue one? First I made a blue grouping, and now I made the largest blue grouping, so I get that. And now it's your turn.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm. A Beagle Basset mix. Ooh, yeah. At least their color patterns are the same.
So I could drop this in here.
Look, man. When people come to your party, you don't, like, reorient them. What is he eating?
And then, I'll do
fish taco. It's a fish taco. I get it.
It's a fish taco.
Do you get it?
Yeah. Okay.
They saw 3. Steve doesn't even rotate. He's just like, bring it. And then you get to...
I'm trying to make squares, right?
No. But you do get the green one. And then you get the largest green one. And then you get to refill the board.
And do I have to start with the one closest?
You can start anywhere. Like, that's the...
I guess it doesn't matter.
It does not say in the rules. But it does matter.
Well, no,
and
because
then you only put 2 cards out. Because of me, it matters.
No, I mean, these would all be the same orientation, no matter which of the 3 spots they are.
Oh.
That doesn't matter. Because the dots are all in the same spot. If they were different, it would matter.
This is true. Your logic knows no bounds.
The yellow square.
Can you go feed your dog? She's gonna lose it. Okay, I'm gonna take this couple that's tangling. Like, I just want to highlight the art some more. Hey, John. You guys are so good at playing games I've never heard of. We are. It's our specialty, in fact.
The dogs are dancing. What does that mean?
It means they're starving. Okay, so that was 1. I could take all 3. I'm gonna take all 3. And do that. Oh, I finished a row. Yes. Oh no, it goes up. Goes up. Don't put it down. That's a bad idea. And then. Oh no, I want to. I don't want that way. I want that sideways.
You just keep doing your AP thing.
Okay.
Just keep agonizing. It's fine.
Look, we're not all tile placement savants, okay? Is that the right usage?
Yes. I got some bouncing, dancing vibes here.
You do. Your turn's gonna be the last turn for the round. So the round doesn't end until we can't refill this. So Steve's gonna get a turn, and then that'll be the end of the round. So he's got to first feed the dolls. You think it loses the tension of the board of the video game, but the tension of video game Tetris does come out in the board game. Definitely. Steve and I were playing bricks yesterday, and it gets tight. It gets intense. It's very stressful. So yeah, and then blocks is going to be even meaner. We're really excited to play those with everybody. So if you're going to be around for the next stream, we're going to be playing bricks, and it's going to be a play along, and the sheet is on bgg.com, so boardgameu.com. It's in the file section. There's like an unofficial score sheet. That is the player sheet for bricks. And so we'll teach it, and we'll do a play along of bricks so you can play along with us. And then after that one, we'll be doing a play along of blocks. Both of which are basically Tetris roll and writes. So we'll be doing play alongs of both of those. So yeah. Oof. Ichi did eat her breakfast. And she got special, like, lunch breakfast. And yet she's still acting as if we've never fed her. So. Oh, hey, Rex. You can play along with us, Rex. We're going to be playing two more, these two. I don't know if you want to stay up that long. But, like, we're going to play this one and another one, play along style when we finish with this game. But yeah.
It's like being in our house with these less dogs.
Yeah. Pure Logic, if you would watch the Essen Hall, you would know all the titles we have back from Essen. But, which, we're going to stream. So we have 27 games that I want to stream. And then we have, in total, we have 62 games that we brought back from Essen. And you can learn all about those games. I, like, ranted about them in my Essen Hall videos. You could just crash our house. If you want to come over and play, you're welcome. Just let us know before you, like, open the gate so we can make sure we mute the mics for the dog barking. Rex is local. He played a role-playing game with us. But, yeah, so, Steve, we're waiting on you. You can watch the haul videos to see all the games that we have. But this week is BGGCon week, and we were supposed to go, but we're not going because life happened. So we're going to be home all week. But normally we spend this week, we were planning to spend this week just playing board games. Like, literally, we were going to fly out.
There's the red one.
We were going to fly out Tuesday and play games Tuesday night in Dallas. And then we were going to, like, play games Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then come home Monday. So, it was a week of board gaming. And we're not going to have that with our friends in Europe. So we're going to board game with you all. So this week, we're going to stream every night.
Friends in Texas. We had the week of board gaming with our friends in Texas.
Right.
Although not with
Games in Texas. Sorry.
Games in Texas.
With our friends from around the world that go to BGG. So, yeah. It's your turn. And it's the last turn of the round.
Alright, what do I do?
Please tap us. Do what you've been doing.
How many action points to rotate?
1.
So 2 action points to go 180?
Yeah. He's going for it. Boosh. I don't know the Tetris theme music. Could you just hurry up? We waited on you for so long. Okay. Steve grew his red group by taking this card. He doesn't get in another red meeple. He's just asserting his dominance of having the most red. So there's that.
Dominance.
And then we shuffle that stack. And then it'll be the next round. But, we're gonna move our main thingy down 2. Any white meeples we can put anywhere in our party. Oh, I had a green one.
You started lower than mine, did it?
No, I bumped up because I completed a row. I was here, and then I completed a row, and then we go down 2. So you go down 2.
I may be shuffling these with someone facing one way and some facing the other. But it's fine. I'm fine. We're all fine.
Oh no, I hope you feel better soon. saying there's something going around here. I just assumed, I guess, change of seasons. Both locations. Colds and allergies. Cool. And then we do the refill. And then we do the face-up refill. And then it's my turn, because you ended it. So many options. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna take this one. And it's gonna drop down. Ooh, I get a drummer! Pulling a drum. So I get a yellow, and I get the yellow couple. Because I have the largest yellow area so far. And then... I feel like that orientation of the reds is not great for you. It's not awful, but it's not great. So while I could rotate it and take a red, it's not great for me. So I'm gonna be done. You don't actually have to use all your action points, so I'm not going to. So now it's Steve's turn.
So this refills. But I don't see more.
Yep.
Let's rotate it 1. And then drop in a head. And then drop in a balloon. And that is my 3 action points.
Trying to tweet that picture I took earlier.
Cool. Alright, do your worst, Kairos.
Oh, I will.
Alright, what do you do? I'm gonna release the beast.
T-Rex noises start coming from the other room. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna drop this blue one right there. Dancing upside down in the potty. Maintaining my blue largeness. Oh, I just realized I've, like, screwed myself. And then I'm gonna take this green to steal largest green party from Steve. Because he only has 2 tiles that are 8 squares, and I have 3 tiles, which is a total of 12 squares. Steve sneezes like he's dying, and it upsets me. Oh, Steve didn't move his banner up for completing a row or getting a meeple. Thank you. See, sometimes he cheats in his, like, not favor.
What did I do?
You forgot, you finished a row, and you didn't get your meeple or move your banner up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a cookie.
You got a cookie, but you didn't give me one? It's your turn. I would like one. I'll go get my own while you take your turn. I moved your banner and give you your meatball.
Thank you. Oh. Thanks, Amy. I still don't have all of my faculties. Well, let's drop that blue that I wanted in there. Boop. 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 Don't have the largest blue. I completed 2 more rows. Is that good?
Ugh. You go up 2 more times, boop, boop, and you get 2 white meeples. Also, you get a blue meeple because you made a blue grouping.
I just don't get the double. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was 1.
Mm-hmm. Gingerbread is my favorite, like, flavor thing. I think it's because it's seasonal. If I could get it year-round, I wouldn't like it as much.
I'll drop the square in here, which I think gives me the green double back.
Nope. Has to be strictly larger.
Oh, we're the same. Dang it.
But we found some gluten-free gingerbread cookies for Steve, which means I get gingerbread cookies, which makes sense.
What could go wrong? I'll drop this red in.
Okay.
My undoing last game was I did not make enough different groups. I was just trying to make a few large groups.
I mean,
it
but
did not work out for me.
You seem to be doing the same thing this game.
Yeah, I'm just saying it didn't work last game.
But maybe this game it will.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep trying the same thing, expecting a different result. That's my motto.
Now Gina wants something else.
Do you want to go outside?
Alright, I'm gonna take this one for fish tacos. Fish tacos! Because Steve's coming for my green majority.
Did you go outside?
Oh, I just realized at the end of the round I'm screwed if I do that. Maybe I won't do that. I won't do that. Until I get a blue to fix this stupidity, I'm kind of screwed.
Okay. When Xena wants back in, Xena will bark, and then Uchi will bark, and then
Everyone will bark.
everyone in chat will cover their ears and cry. Which is effectively barking.
I'm gonna rotate once. And then I'm gonna take this green one. So fish tacos can go there. Now I've definitely secured that Steve can own me. Damn. PJ. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Well, you gave me some awesome options. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do this. Which completes 2 more rows. That's 2 more rows. And we'll go 1, and then drop this yellow one. Which gets me a yellow one.
No. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Hey, it's the piece that I want, that I can't get,
We found it!
but Steve could take.
Oh, you really need that piece.
I really need that
You
piece.
really need that piece.
I mean, I could say F it and take the yellow one. No, I can't. I can't take the yellow one. It hurts. It hurts. But not in a pleasant way. I'm gonna take the red one and put it there, which is an awful idea. I'm gonna rotate first, and then I'm gonna take the red one, because it would be like that. And then I'm gonna be done.
Hey, it's the piece you want.
Underwater Cities is in my SN Hall. We're streaming it tomorrow.
Woo!
Spoilers. Tomorrow's stream is Underwater Cities, and John will be here, and we're excited to play it. Steve's a jerk. Are you though? Did you go and check the hole that Xena had dug?
No. I did just hear a thump.
Yeah.
Did I rotate? Yes.
You did. You didn't drop that green in that beautiful spot, or no?
Yeah. Well.
When Xena doesn't get enough walks or energy, which she hasn't because we've been doing home projects the last few days, she gets a little escape artisty. I am hosed, man. I have to take a tile. Like, I must take a tile. And I don't want to take any of these. Because they're gonna mean that I lose my banner. Which sucks. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Alright, I'll rotate, and then I'm gonna take that one, and I'm gonna put it there. Usually not this bad. I think it's because I had to teach. And that's the round. So these stay, and then...
No, out of the kitchen.
We do this. These drop down 2. Steve will get to put all his in. Mine hits the thing and is out of the game! Oh. So I can't get those visitors anymore. Which makes me sad. Is Behemoth Pulse still in the chat, or did he, like, start coming over here?
He's in the chat a while ago.
I know, but he was like, I could just crash your party, like, crash into your house. And I was like, you can, just let us know. And then he's been silent, so.
Oh, do those stay there?
Yep. Alright, you start the round. The final round. I forgot to move that. And, oh, you get to put all your white visitors into your party.
Oh, they just get to...
Yep. They just go wherever you want to put them. And I already moved your thing down for you.
Do I not get more visitors if it's stuck at the top?
You can get visitors, but you don't get to go up higher.
Oh, because I didn't go up higher, so I didn't get visitors. But I was here, and then I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would have gotten 2 more visitors. Or I'm cheating. Yeah. Okay.
You start.
Oh, but, sorry.
It's
Speaking of cheating, it does start there. Well,
the sunny games. The sunny games here, Electric. Do you mean sunny days? Sunny day? Because we've streamed sunny day. It's not a great stream, but we've streamed it.
And then I will rotate and then drop that in there. So I probably have the green one.
No, yeah, you got it. Steve's gonna win, cause he's not falling asleep. It's the only way I can ever win. These kind of games. You know what sucks? When you would get the straight one, but you don't, because the way the turn order works.
I feel like, at least in 2-player,
I'm gonna take this one.
It's easier to sort of predict what you might get. I remember in 4-player, that changed so much. It was...
I finished 2 rows, but it doesn't matter because I don't have a thing anymore. Nothing matters. But I did finish another... I made a red grouping, so I get that. So that was 1, and then that was 2, because I rotated, and then the other one...
I mean, you tried so hard, and you got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
It didn't even matter. I'm gonna take this blue one. I'm gonna take this dancing lady. And then that's my turn. Hey, look, it's even oriented perfectly for me. But it doesn't matter because I blocked that spot. Oh, look, it's another one. Oh, Sunflower Valley. We haven't played that one yet. But yeah, Sunny Day we streamed last year. Because we got it last year, technically. Man, I took my hoodie off because I was warm, and now I'm cold because the door's been open.
Let's do this.
It's very cold. It's like in the 40s.
1, 2, and then drop.
Which is kind of surprising for
this in here.
our part of the world. It's like a month early. Everything's been a month early this year.
Yep. Alright, it's your turn.
Oh, thanks. You left me a blue thing. That I don't need anymore. Rotate for 1. Roll 2. I'll take the blue.
Yes.
For another blue grouping. And then take that. Take that. I should be planning like how I can screw you more. But And I completed another row, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah.
Alright, well, let's just do this. Let's drop the blue in, which completes 2 more rows. So it's me a little wiggle room. And then we'll drop this blue in. Like that. Which gets me the blue group.
Just Paulo! It's Paulo's last name.
Soledad?
Soledad? I don't remember if he's on Twitter. Soledad. Soledad? I don't see it. His Twitter must be something that isn't.
I'll just rotate it.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. That would be why. It's Paulo. Paulo.
P-A-A-L, yeah.
It's not Paulo. It's Paulo.
It is your turn.
Sorry, I'm doing some marketing right now. For... You know... Sorry, we can't pronounce your game. Okay.
I made a blue group.
You did make a blue group. Now I no longer care about flag dropping. I also don't care about doing rows. All I care about is making groups, which is kind of nice. Kind of. I'll rotate. And then I'm going to do the yellow group, or yellow to there, to make a yellow group. And then I'll go ahead and drop the green to the green group. And that's my turn. Playing this fun.
Is this the last round?
This is, yeah.
So I'm gonna rotate.
Depending on how many tiles you take, you could finish it.
And I'm gonna drop the red in.
You have to take 2 tiles. You can't finish it though.
No, I rotated once,
yep.
So I can't. Actually, here, can I?
Claim is so good. I wish somebody would pick it up. I think
Claim is really good.
Somebody, so it's in the Netherlands, and then somebody else picked it up in Europe. But I think English Worldwide is still available. I know this for reasons.
So that gets me.
But yeah. Because at the end of the round, this bumps down too. Oh no, it doesn't for round 3. I don't think. At the end of the game, I don't think it does that actually. Yeah, you don't. You don't bump it down, so you're fine.
Cool. So I do not get another turn?
You will not get another turn.
It's cool. I made a little red group.
Well, I can get a green group by doing that. Because I don't care about finishing rows anymore. And then I can just confirm that I still have a yellow group.
A yellow group?
Yellow! Still the largest. Not the largest.
I mean, it's a band, so that's awesome.
I have made a band. There's a accordion, a singer, and a guitar.
I'm having a drum battle right here.
I like that. That's pretty cool. Cool. Okay.
Also, in better lighting, it's easier to appreciate the art because we were playing it in the dark at night.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. So then we count the number of meeple heads that we have on our board.
Oh, and then so this can't be removed if you manage to have it by the last turn.
Yeah, it doesn't. So we count the number of meeple heads on our board, and then divide it by the number of tiles on our board, and that's the final score. So I win. Wait, I'm kidding.
20.
I'm kidding. Steve got 20 points.
We divide it by the number of tiles?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out and then subtract the number of tiles, and then no, I don't even know. Okay. 12. And that's Arraial.
I liked that better the second time. I was actually awake.
Yeah, being conscious helps.
It was definitely a struggle the first time. I think I like it better at 2, though, because I could plan ahead with the tiles and the rotation. It was more of a duel.
4, in 4-player, because you only ever see 3 cards, the likelihood of anything, like, you pay attention to the person in front of you's turn, but, like, anybody after you want to know about the person after you because you can screw with them.
Yeah.
It's
not...
The person after you, but not before you don't care anything about. Go get a drink.
It's, 2 players bidirectional, where you can both be screwed by and screw the same person. But in 4-player, it's a round robin.
Oh, I wanted to show the board. It's really cute at the end, with the art and the stuff. I like it a lot from an aesthetic reason. It's a lot more interesting. There's a lot of polynomial.
Polyomino.
That's what Vinyl Rabbit said. It's how I remember it. There's a lot of those games out, but I'm gonna be honest with you, this is like my favorite one in regards to the tiles themselves. And like the art. It's just fun. They did a great job with the art and the style, and like you like feel and look like you have a party going on at your block party, which is awesome. So we have a lot of these games, and we've played a lot of them. I don't know how I would rank it, because mechanically it's so different than the Uwe Rosenberg series.
The restrictions on what tiles you get and then you have to pay to rotate makes it feel fairly tight, and the AP, at least I feel, is a little less bad than the Rosenberg series, where you're planning, like in the Cottage Garden or Spring Meadow or Spring Meadow style, where you have the grid of tiles you can pick up. You're like trying to plot which tile from which row you want, and you can rotate it in any direction. You can flip, right? In the Rosenberg one?
Yes. Yeah, they're mirrored. Yeah.
So you're really crunching like which of these interesting shapes can I use? Whereas something like this, you're like, okay, how do I make what's out there work for me? And is it worth paying action points to rotate? So it's more of a focused thing, I think.
Yeah.
As opposed to I could get literally anything. Oh, no.
I don't know. It feels like Tetris, the board game, in a tactile way. I think it does what it says on the tin really good from a tile placement standpoint. If you like tile placement games and you enjoy Tetris, some people that I played with have made comments about the player interaction, and like I said, like if you are paying attention, you can mess with the person who goes after you with the rotation, and also with like the queue. And you want to pay attention to what the person before you is doing, because they could mess with you, or you could be planning stuff based on the cue that you see. So there is some minimal interaction. It's not, a lot, but it's still more than nothing. And it's one of those games where, like, the first game you play it, you're probably going to be focused more on your own board, so you're not going to be really paying attention to what you could do to your opponent. I feel like this is a game that, if you enjoy the first game, it'll get more interesting the more you play, because you'll start paying more attention to other people.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Also, it's really hard when you're tired.
Yeah. This year's Essen theme was... hey, Jimham. This year's Essen theme was...
city building, right?
Tile placement, city building, and action, like programming. like action card slots,
Mm-hmm.
and you play action cards to it. Not even kidding. So many.
And there's at least one game probably was all three. I bet. Maybe not. Yeah, a lot of them were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
how are the
City
tiles?
of Rome is kind of. Do you want to get like a big bag that we have here?
Yeah.
And we'll just put them all in, and then we can keep the meeples in the bag that makes you insane.
I definitely vote for that idea.
Verdict on Kiro will be, I don't know. Steve and I played it, and Steve got his butt handed to him because he had a very direct strategy for Kiro, and it did not go well for him at all.
It's almost like if you play in a way that doesn't work, you can't succeed just by sheer force of will.
It's a theme. When Steve gets really tired, and I do the same thing. He just decides, this is how I'm gonna play this game, and then, like, he'll realize this isn't working, and so he just, like, doubles down. And he's like, no, I'm gonna make this work, and if it never works, I died trying.
It's too late to change course.
It's never too late.
Just pull,
He just
just pull the stick back, Mr. Pilot. No! We're just gonna double down.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna make this work.
So yeah, that was a really
Arraial.
Arraial.
Polyomino city building game. Sign me up. Just sign me up for that.
I've made like a flag of meeples. Cool.
Oh yeah, French flags.
It's layered. It's a meeple sandwich. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We're gonna do a play along. I love doing play alongs with you all. Okay, so I'm like angry excited. Okay, so the next stream we're gonna do a bonus. We're gonna do, this is all bonus streams tonight. So we're gonna do 2 play along streams tonight. The first one will be here's some extra bucks now. The first one will be Bricks, designed by Wolfgang Warsch. And it is I always have to make sure that the bottom line's up right. I used to not care, and then I started intensely caring. I don't understand. Okay.
Maybe you change your last name.
Oh, it's Ohai's first play along. Okay, so the next stream we're gonna do is a play along of Bricks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut this stream down, and we're gonna change the thumbnail and update the title, and then we're gonna tweet that we're doing it, and we'll add a link in the doobly-doo, or in the, it's hard to do on Twitch, so I'll tweet a link to the player sheet if you haven't already found it. But in the meantime, if you want to play along with us, I'll teach you. You just need a player sheet. So if you go to BGG, so if you go to BoardGameGeek.com and you search for the game Bricks, BRIKKS, in the files section of that game, there is a thing called unofficial player score sheet, and that's one of these. So go ahead and get that, and you can print it out, or you can play on your computer if you have like GIMP or Notepad or something like that, because you can write stuff, mark stuff on the computer. So yeah, or you can make your own, like hand copy a rough sketch of it on a piece of paper or something like that, while we are resetting the streams.
And you can also play along with the one that will be uploaded to YouTube. Like, when this goes up to YouTube, like, you don't have to play along now. You can play along with the recording.
Yes. Well, yeah, if you're watching live in the future, if you're watching in the future, you're not watching live, this recording is up and available somewhere on the YouTube channel, so you can go and play along with this with past Tiffany and Steve, but from the future. So if you're watching this now in the future, we're in the past, and you're in the future, and future you can play with past us, which blows present me's mind. I always love play-alongs for that reason. So,
Sorry, I'm just looking at my dog. My dog is cute.
She is pretty cute. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna set this up. This one is kind of, it's a more involved player sheet, but this is live, yes. you can make a rough copy of it. The important part, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're going to pencil copy this, is you need the main grid. You need the colored circles in this precise location where they are located. And then you need this, like, number chart down here. You need this number sequence chart that's points at the end of the game. You really just need to know there's that number of boxes. And then you need the circles, and you need to know when a circle already has an X in it. So there you go. Okay, we're going to restart the stream, and then I'll say all of those things again on that stream, but you can do that there. If you were watching this in the future, thank you for watching this long, even though we weren't talking about the game that you came to watch the play along with. And I'm glad that you stuck around. I hope you enjoyed the stream of Arraial.
Arraial.
Arraial. I feel like it. Yeah. Arraial. But I feel like I'm missing an A in that when I say it that way. Arraial. Goodness. Anyway, thank you for watching that play along. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to make sure that you see more and that you don't miss future streams, either live or playbacks, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to hit the bell so you get notified, because YouTube is really bad about notifying people of their subscribed things happening, you can go ahead and hit the bell. But if you don't hit the bell, that's cool too. I don't like push notifications either.
Also, because of buffering and internet transmission time, technically what everybody is watching was in the past by like 300 to 500 milliseconds. Or like maybe
depends
a second
on
or two. Yeah, it depends on how fast it's encoding. But
on that delightful note, we'll be back! If you're watching live and you want to play in the play along, just hang out in the chats. We'll be back. I'll tweet when we're live, and if you don't see us be live in like a minute after that tweet, you can refresh, and usually that'll work. Otherwise, if you want to do the play along, you can look later. So yeah.
Or I was gonna say, if you don't see a tweet in a couple minutes, maybe you were watching the recording.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Goodbye.